Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E.N.E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no breaks. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E.N.E. the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit. I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough. You need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E.N.E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E.N.E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shave the extras, that's business. Started feed street blues, what I taught. Royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane nonstop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
What up? It's your brother, Virgil Berry, aka Stats with the Facts, and we here. You already know it's Tuesday night. We about to get to it. Ain't nothing to it. We're going to do it like we used to it. Shout out to our brother Steph Curry, one of our great FBA brethren.
Guarantee.
Making history, displaying and showing greatness.
2020 got me seeing so clear.
First player in NBA history.
Butcher boy shit.
4,000.
Lost and glitch.
Free throws. The 3-pointer.
We cool niggas.
That's that like what people do subscribe to the page.
This is the
Boogie
clue.
Nature.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E.N.E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in. And we listening to all in while you all talking. We smoking and coughing till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Kill him in vain, it's vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Don't break the code, this family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow is classic, antique. Freaking the beat is it Japanese. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Pass to my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, now they testing me. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Feeling so bad, make them retreat. All of these gems you can retweet. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E.N.E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my
We on the
element.
rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E.N.E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga, perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off a 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Butcher boyed up and we coming for the loot. E.N.E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This is guaranteed, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. What up? Y'all already know. X12 Pro, what's happening, man? You know, I just shot my nigga X12 Pro out in the Facebook Live I just did. Smash that live. I just shouted you out on my Facebook Live I just did. XL Pro, you go check it out on Facebook, man. I just shot my man XL Pro out for being a avid, loyal supporter, but I appreciate that. You know? What's good with y'all, man? Y'all already know what it is. Tuesday night. L gonna be tapping in pretty soon. And I think Glitch gonna be tapping in soon. What's good with y'all, man? You already know. It's Tuesday night wrap up. We here. We about to get straight to it. Lots of things to talk about. Lots of things to discuss. Let me open this window real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get straight to it, man. What's good with everybody, man? How y'all doing? You know, it's a beautiful thing, man. You feel me? Truly beautiful. And thankful to be here. You know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday night. I don't know, around, Tuesday night, I had to go get me some food. Now I'm back at the crib and we here about to do the show. So much stuff to talk about. You understand me? It look like he in the car. You in the car, L, or you in these studios? Oh, no, he in the studio. Okay, I'm tripping. No, he out the lobby. What's good with you, L? Your volume. You gotta get your volume together. I can hear myself echoing in the background a little bit too. What, you got a new camera or something? What, you got a new camera or something, bro? Yeah, I can't hear you, L. It's low as hell. I hear myself echoing in the background. It sounds like something cut on. Tox Beats, what's happening?
That sound better?
I can hear you now, but it still sounds low. Well, while L getting this audio together, what's good with everybody? Make sure I got all the stories L sent me lined up. Okay, yeah, we got the stories lined up. So it's a beautiful thing. Hey, L, say something, bro. Well, I don't know what the volume ain't right. I don't know what's going on. But you sound real faint, real distant. You already know, Tox. If you can hear me, L, I'm gonna just say this. Whatever you do, whatever you did that you don't normally do, don't do that. Unhook or go back to the regular way. that ain't it, brother. If it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it, man. But yeah, man, we here, man. We're gonna let L get his audio and video together. And we here, man. It's Tuesday night, man. You see, my brother Glitch is in the building. I know when I see that ceiling fan spinning, I know that's my brother Glitch the Guarantee tapping in. You know, Glitch was good.
What's good, my boy?
Man, you can't, man. I can't call it, man. You know what I'm saying? If I had your hands, I'll cut mine off, man. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Hey, man, what that weather like, man? It's just some nice weather going around, man.
I ain't gonna sit here and hold you up or lie to you. El, what's good? Talk to us.
What up, L?
I don't know what's going on, El.
Yeah, you mad low.
I don't know what the I don't know what the you is hella faint. But yeah, you already know what it is. And this weather was beautiful, man. What, 60-something degrees today? I think we topped out at 72 today.
That's nice. That's nice.
And it's gonna be 74 tomorrow. Toward the weekend, it's gonna be kind of calm, kind of mild, 50s, low mid 50s. You did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You know? Yeah, I don't know what's going on to audio, brother, but we cannot hear you. I don't know what's going on. All right. But anyway, man, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get straight to it. It's a beautiful thing. I got my brother Glitch Guarantee in the building. We got King Els in the building, and I'm happy for that. I'm glad that, but my brother's audio ain't audioing, man. I mean, if you still tapping in, L, man, just like I said, whatever normal way you tap in, man. You know, so niggas start trying to do new shit, man. That's when that's you feel me? Niggas try to start doing new shit, man. Be fucking the whole demo up. What's up with Glitch the Guarantee, though?
Nah, shit, man. Cooling, you know. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get back on this, trying to get locked back in on this music
Right.
tip. You know what I'm saying? Paul L done sent me like 5 or 6
beats.
tracks. Yeah, he done sent me like 5 or 6 tracks. You know what I'm saying? And I finally got Star to send me
All
some
right. L.
Star like
Yo,
2 tracks.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
what is L? I don't mean to cut you off, Glitch. I apologize, brother.
no, you good? You good?
L, what the hell what's going on?
shit, nothing. I was trying to use a damn iPad. All I
Oh,
could
see
use
that
the
I
damn.
knew it was something, man. I knew it was something, man.
Yeah, I was trying to use the iPad, so I got the iPad, and then I got this. If y'all can see it, I got like a new iPad stand. Can you see it?
Oh man, okay, he's trying to be fancy, huh?
So, man, I got this whole stand, and like you said, I thought it would have been dope for the show, and you could use shit. They always talk about how these iPad and Apple products is the best, but
They absolutely are the worst audio and visual products on the market.
here I am back to my old ass computer, my old 10-year
And
old.
it works beautifully. We can hear you and we can see you crystal clear, bro.
Yeah, I do got an updated camera on here, but shit.
I know it was something, man. What you done did different, man? You done did something to try to do some different shit, man.
Trying to
Anyway,
upgrade, bro. Trying to upgrade.
Yeah, you feel me? Trying to upgrade, but you ain't. When it comes to the audio and visual, man, you might want to get in contact with your brother and your brother before you spend your money on something. I'll let you know if it's something that you should spend your money on or not. Anyway, what's up with my brother King Els, man?
Bro, I can't go. Chilling out. What's good, Glitch?
You know what I'm saying? Kind of Christmas kind of came early, you know what I'm saying? El done blessed me with like 5, 6 tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I've been working over here, man.
I'm over here off of the Arvino Riesling. We drink our own shit around these parts, you did.
My boy's in action right now, so you know what I'm saying?
Was that Carolina?
Yeah, we in action right now. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get in. We got a play in game.
People was pissed about y'all getting in.
They was hot. They was hot about us.
And then Toc said, "What up, man?"
What up, Toc?
Man, they was pissed. I didn't even realize till I watched the one show. I forgot to put the damn article in here. We're gonna go through March Madness real quick at the end, but yeah, they was they definitely was hot that UNC got in. But I'm a realist. I know at the end of the day, some of these teams they're gonna get in because they're gonna sell, some seats. They're gonna keep the seats in there. And regardless or not, if people feel like North Carolina had the resume to get in there, they weren't far off to begin with. So I ain't gonna just make it seem like, they was like super weak. This was a down year, but they do got some tournament ready players that played in the tournament last year. They got some experience. So I'm excited to see the tournament this year. I'm not going to be filling out that many brackets this year because I ain't trying to just throw money in the wind, and I don't really know too much about too many players or people like that. But it'll be exciting,
Yeah, I might tap in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no brackets at all this year.
Yeah,
ain't it this year, man.
Shit, it's one of them years. It's gonna be difficult, bro.
Might want to fall back this year, man.
Everybody because what's gonna happen, bro? Everybody gonna pick Duke.
Everybody gonna pick Duke.
Everybody's gonna pick Duke, Auburn, and it's just gonna.
I got Florida.
Florida, yeah, those are gonna be the 3 teams everybody gonna pick. And by the time you get to the end, it's gonna cancel out. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to damn near have a perfect bracket and all that shit. Like,
what about UConn?
Hey, honestly, that's the bracket I'm gonna fill out because I'm gonna fill out as we got the team. As far as like when you look at, we got 2 solid centers. We got nice forward. Clingan came back from last year. He one of the best 3-point shooters. We got Diarra, a good point guard. We got a nice rookie, and we got a good team, man. We just been losing games that we shouldn't be losing, and we really inconsistent. But same thing last year. We was inconsistent going into the tournament. And at the end of the day, the tournament comes down to you having the right style of team for the tournament, which we have, the right coach for the tournament, which we have, and overall, you're just gonna need a little bit of luck too. You know, that's what the tournament's about. When you're in a one and done tournament, it ain't always about who the best team is. It's about who's the best team on that day. You know? So,
you know, I ain't gonna argue with that because that's an absolute fact. That's what I like about March Madness. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's what I love about March Madness, man.
It ain't always the best team to win. You know, in the series, when you get it like series, you normally are the better team. Like, there's some teams that just get on a hot streak and they, you know, just happen to win the series. That's very rare. Normally, when you in the series, you know, the best team is what comes out. Like the NFL, you know, the March Madness, these type tournaments, one and done, bro. You could have been the best team all year. We're gonna take New England Patriots for example. When they went perfect with Randy Moss, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They still had the best fucking team, even though they lost. Like, nobody gonna tell me that team with Randy Moss wasn't the best team in the NFL. They lost the last game. If they'd have played them the next week, they'd have probably demolished them, but they lost. So, hey, one and done. It's exciting. I love it. And, you know, shout out to March Madness, yo.
Balling like it, March Madness. Right? But history has once again been made by one of our foundational Black American brethren. You did. This is a beautiful thing. You feel me? Nothing short of great. Absolutely monumental, historic. You know, so we just was talking about this brother the other night. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching that game too.
You know what I'm saying, man? Shout out to our brother Steph Curry. You feel me? Champion, all around, dope player, the best non-point guard, point guard in the league. You feel me? And he just made history, man. The first player in NBA history, not this season, not this decade, ever in history. Nobody's done it before, man. And you know, I'm just proud of Steph because he not only do he deserve it, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, he absolutely worked for it. You feel me? So, you know, so I just wanted to start the show off with that though, because I think this is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to show love to our brothers.
It really is. You want to show the replay of when he did it? Because the replay where he hit it was, he ain't even do it on no easy shot. You know, he did it in a true Steph Curry fashion, which I love to see it that way. You know, Rob know how I feel about Curry, man. He, you know, top three, my favorite players, you know, KD, Kyrie, Curry, those are my top three guys, man. And Curry, man, I was just talking to somebody the other day about like Bron and Curry and KD and, you know, this generation we getting to watch, you know, because us growing up in different eras now, you know, I've seen the Jordan, I've seen the Bird and Magic, the end of that era. I saw the Jordan, I saw the Tim Duncan Lakers, I saw the Kobe, you know, the Shaq era, the Bron era, the Curry eras, all this stuff. And one thing that we have to realize is all good things, you know, come to an end. And we have to enjoy what we see from these players. You know, I see a lot of people, you know, going back and forth with LeBron and KD and Curry and all this. And I'm like, bro, like, this era is a dope era. You know, just like any era. All eras to me is dope. Like, you're going to have your gang of superstars or players that you like. And you have to realize that eventually those players are going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
We getting lucky that we got players like Bron, KD, and Curry going on their 14, 15, 21st year, you know what I mean? Normally, players is gone at this time. You don't get to see players playing as long as Curry and playing as long as KD, Harden, Westbrook. I mean, these players is playing past most people's normal careers. Like the normal NBA career is like 5 years. Superstar players, bar injury, 12 to 15 after they go on a decline. But these guys are still hooping at their levels. Like Curry is damn near averaging 30 points his last 2 months since they got Butler. Bron is out here averaging like 25, 26. KD's averaging like 27, 28. I mean, Harden is out here having another great year that nobody's really talking about. Dame Lillard's having a great year that nobody's really talking about. You know, we so
Dame Lillard, man.
Yeah, man. We look at this area. These players, man, they doing good for it to be. You know, when you look at the best players in the league, I know the NBA trying to get these guys out and bring in new stars. You know, as we keep saying, but it is difficult when these cats are still playing at the levels that they playing at.
Still producing.
Yeah, and you know, we look at KD because his team is losing. But when you go turn on the TV and you watch the game, KD is still the best player on the court. Like, yeah, I mean,
How is KD, like 37, 38?
Probably like 35.
Oh, yeah, okay.
36.
KD's younger than Curry and Bron, because you got to think.
Okay.
Bron came in before all of them, and Curry was like a 3-year college. So by the time he got in the league, he was damn near like 20, 21. And, you know, but yeah, man, I just wanted to say that because we got to start celebrating these guys a little more. You know, this is a feat that I don't see anybody's going to break again. You know, these are records that we seeing getting broke that most likely won't get broke. Actually, I will say this. Now, this record, it could, because you got these cats nowadays, all they doing is shooting threes, but the consistency and the way that Curry does it, being effective and winning with doing it the way he does it, I don't think that will be duplicated. Because for him to have 4 championships, and I mean, we could argue that this is his era just as much as this is LeBron era. He has just as many championships as Bron. And here we got 2 guys that's fighting for an era, to me. You know? But Curry and, you know, Bron, he injured right now. He got a little hamstring injury. He should be coming back here in the next week or so, gearing up for the playoff run. The Lakers, they look good, man. They
do.
They just came off like a 4-game losing streak, and they won their last 2. You know, that was just Luka Dolo, but it's expected. You know what I mean? We'll see how they really look when they get Bron back in their jail. Now, I heard it's a rumor they may not be playing back-to-backs. I don't like that going into the playoffs. You don't want to throw off your chemistry, but we'll see how that works. Curry, though, man, and I really do like what I see with Golden State with Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler was almost like the perfect player to put with these guys. You know, it makes Curry's job so easy. He gets to take breaks while he's on the floor because, you know, a lot of people, when you look at Butler's game, y'all, you got Curry, a guy who runs free a lot and goes through screens, does all that. We know he shoots a lot of threes, but you got a player like Butler who also can create his own shot. And he's a bully to the point that there's not too many players that's going to go in the post, get the ball, and put it in the basket. Like, not even big men, 7-footers ain't even doing that. the way that Jimmy Butler does. So now they got a player that can go get a bucket anytime they need. They've increased their foul shooting output by like 8 free throws a game since he got there. The point total went up by 6 points a game. Defensive rating now top 3 in the league. Golden State's dangerous. That's what I'm trying to say, y'all. Golden State is very dangerous right now.
Definitely. Don't nobody want to play them in a 7-game series.
Nah, you know. He said that Jimmy Butler is Jordan's long lost son. Hey, man. I've always been a huge Jimmy Butler fan, so, you know, to see him get to play his true role that he wants to play. Jimmy Butler never really wanted to be like a superstar type player when he was forced to be in Chicago and in Miami. He just wants to win. He wants to get a ring. And I think that is something that Golden State, you know, when you get a player like that you know you ain't even got to ask, like, bro, you here to win or not? Jimmy, you ain't got to ask that question. So I'm excited to see the playoffs this year, and I think we're going to be in for a nice treat this year. And I know we was talking about Dallas before the injuries, and we said that bar injury, we had Dallas picked, and I started looking. As of yesterday, I think Golden State lost the game yesterday because it's funny. Like my dude, I was just saying this like when they was 13-1. I was like, oh, they, you know what I mean? They looking like the best team since the trade. And you know, I know homie's a Lakers fan, Bron fan. And then he come back because they won. They 14-2, and then he hit me up last night like, you see, they ain't the best team. I'm like, bro, they 14-2. Only OKC and OKC is the only team in the Cavs that have more wins since the trade deadline. And the Cavs, low key, you know, them adding a power forward is what also got them looking like the way they're looking too. So actually, I could even say that it's between Golden State and the Cavs who made the best trade. You know, because the Cavs already been balling out all year, and you know they only lost one or two games since the trade as well.
Yeah, they just had their 11-game streak snap the other day. They lost to Orlando.
Yep, lost to Orlando. Yeah, so yeah, man. I just want to shout out to the NBA. It's at least a lot better to watch. I would say this last month. So we'll see how it shape up going into the playoffs. But shout out to Curry, man.
Glitch, man, what you got to say concerning our brother Curry, man?
Yeah, man.
Achieving this great feat.
Shout out to Steph, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people probably don't, you know what I'm saying, won't like this, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they might not, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they might not have an issue with it at all, but Steph is what I call generational talent. Like, when I say that, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like, I don't think we're gonna see nobody that can shoot the ball like this, like we've been able to see him shoot the basketball. Like I've never seen nobody shoot as well as Steph Curry, like ever in life. Like I don't care if I gotta pick one player in history to make a 3-point basket. I'm only gonna pick one player.
Right.
I'm not gonna even think of nobody. I mean, there's nobody else to think of. Like when I think of shooting the basketball, it's Steph Curry, and then it's some other people after that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but yeah, man. Shout out to Steph, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a cold, light skinned boy right there. He cold, Paul. You know what I'm saying? But
nah, he is.
I ain't never seen nobody like this ever, man. It's incredible.
Right. I have to agree with you, man. Watching Steph do what he do on that court from that series, and when they was winning back to back like that, man, I was witnessing that while I was watching that shit in the joint. I was like, this nigga Steph cold. Like he just don't miss, man.
He just different. Never.
Yeah,
Anytime he releases that basketball out of his hands, you think it's gonna go in every single time. Every single time you think that.
shout out to Steph, man. You know, we play Hobbit to give our brethren we give them their you know, salutes over here, man. Shout out to Steph, man. When I see this, I was like, I said, we gotta talk about this on the show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steph, man. Congratulations, brother, man. We happy for you, man. You know, you can go out in style when you retire, man, whenever you do, which I think is going to be very soon.
He broke the record. He broke the record last year with like 34 or something, like 3,400 threes or something like that. Now he just adding to the resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody about to hit 4,000 threes.
4,003.
4,000 threes. That's a lot of threes.
That's a lot of threes, man.
Some niggas don't even hit that in their whole lifetime.
In their whole lifetime, man.
They don't see that, dog. Crazy, man. Shout out to
sitting in the gym by himself. This nigga did this on NBA talent.
Best to ever shoot a basketball. Flat out.
Right. Shout out to Steph Curry. Congratulations, brother, man. We happy for you. We're proud of you, bro. Uh-oh. And leave it to L to find this.
I'll be everywhere.
Leave it to L to come up with this story right here. Which
the things that come across my screen.
don't get it twisted. I absolutely love this story. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know?
I get props for that. You know what I mean? Look.
Shout out to my young brethren, Bryce. He seems to be the player, the real one out of the James family. You feel me? Said Bronny and Bryce with their girlfriends at Lakers games. Where Bronny at?
It should be.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she look like she like Greek or some shit like that.
Yeah, they got on some nice ones, man. Got on some off-whites, you know what I mean?
I don't know who this is with Bronny, but her little ass is fine as hell.
Yeah, they both got them some off-whites, man.
Yeah, she's a nice looking girl right here.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the brothers, man. At least they got some good taste. Just like Pops. You know what I mean?
Savannah's a real nice looking lady, man. Even after all these kids here, she still look the same, basically, for real. Yeah. I gotta say that. Shout out to LeBron for knowing how to pick them, because Savannah's a nice looking. She's a nice looking woman. I gotta say that. Very beautiful. My nigga Bryce is that dude. I'll tell you, Bryce is the one out of the family, man.
Yeah, that's
I'm going front, man. His chick a little bit look better than old girl.
And they both cold. I gotta give it to them.
They both cold, but she definitely looks better.
Shout out to the little homies, man, doing their thing, man.
Chick is definitely better.
And shout out to Bryce, man. I heard they won the state championship.
Yeah. His thing. So shout out to Bryce. Not only did the young brother got good taste in females, him and his team just sit up there and won that state champ.
That's a fact.
That state chip.
I got to watch a couple of their games, man. The center, man, that dude, the center and the point guard,
team is nice.
They nice, yeah. That whole team is nice. Like,
look forward to seeing them young brothers do their thing in college, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah,
Bronny and Bryce are having good taste, man. Got some nice two little choice pieces.
Bronny over there in the G League going crazy though.
Yeah, I just feel like Bronny got to play more games, man. You know, I thought he played more than 7 games in the G League. I'm like, why he only playing 7? He should be playing every G League game.
Every single game he should be playing.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot more now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
Spring has sprung, and with it comes
Yeah, he should
the
be getting
sneezing
as much
season.
home court experience
Kleenex
as
Ultra
possible.
Soft
D Wade just said recently that Pat Riley, like he knew that Brown was gonna leave when I got on the plane and they removed the cookies.
That's crazy.
Is that true?
Hey, you took my mama cookies.
But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never seen a grown man turn up over some cookies like that before.
Bro.
And it was that face you got right there. That's the same face everybody had to play. Everybody was like,
He was mad about some cookies.
Up. Okay.
What kind of cookies was he?
Some chocolate
Sugar
chip.
cookies?
Chocolate. Boy, I'm saying this man used to get on the plane with two bowls of chocolate chip cookies, about 8 in each one. Get 2 scoops of ice cream from the back.
Damn.
And tear that joke up. I'm talking about nigga go through some cookies and ice cream. So when they took that, when they took that, if that nigga mad, you better get out his way. I don't ever want to see him mad like that.
Damn.
I ain't sat on the plane. I ain't talking to nobody till I get my cookies.
Hell no, man. Man, y'all should have got him a baby bottle and some milk, nigga, to go with them cookies. Sit your bad ass down, man, about some fucking cookies, nigga.
Man, ain't no way this
I'm just
nigga.
fucking with
Ain't no
bro.
way he.
That's crazy.
Here's the kicker though. Here's why.
You know about LeBron?
Yeah, so that's Mario Chalmers. That was his teammate when they was.
I remember
playing in
Chalmers,
Miami.
man.
Yeah,
My nigga Chalmers, man.
yeah,
He talk about LeBron though, right?
Yeah.
yeah. They said this was the
That's
incident.
wild.
This was one of the incidents they felt was like one of the incidents, I guess, that kind of, Pat Riley kind of pushed players to
Oh man.
react a certain way, and I guess this was one of Pat Riley's ways to get Bron revved up or some shit. So, cats got their little after game thing. Like, I used to do same shit, and I ain't on no level like that. But I know after game, I have my little rituals I'll kind of do, like, or pregame. It's just superstition that players do when they, playing all the time, man. I guess that was Bron's thing, like he said, the cookies and the ice cream. And it's funny because now hearing that and watching Gil's podcast, if you ever watch Gil's podcast, I didn't know this. So this is the first time I heard this story was yesterday when I added it to the show. And Gilbert always has a thing on it. It says King's Cookies. It got like a label that says King Cookies do not touch. And now I'm like, okay, now I see Gilbert kind of like playing off of this story from a while back, I guess, because he definitely has that on his show. And I was like, okay. Now I got to hear what they say when they, because I know they're going to respond to what Chalmers said. So I got to hear what they say following this. We probably have that next week.
Hey, shout out to my nigga Craig Harbor, man. Yeah. LeBron, you got a history of bitching, man. That's not really a good look for real, bro. Be honest with you, bro, man. That's not a good look, bro. Shout out to Mario Chalmers, man.
That got worse. We're on a 27-game winning streak. We're on that winning streak.
And you 27-game winning streak.
It was about the
cookies. It was about the cookies.
It was about the cookies. But that's how like Pat is so much in control
that he had to do that. Come on, Pat, you tripping?
Get
that man his cookies, man.
So you think he did it purposely?
I don't know, but my pay grade.
See, come on, Pat. Y'all could have had 6 championships, Pat, if you would have gave LeBron his cookies, or at least 2 more. What about 1 more?
3, 4.
If you would have gave LeBron his cookies,
he said
they'd have got 6 championships. Rio would have been top 5 point guard.
We spoke about we spoke about that Heatles era, but talk about being on a team with those type of pros. You mentioned the vets that you was on, right? Ray Allen, Rashad, Mike Miller was there for a while. You got CB over there. You got D Wade who's been there. You got Bron. Anything that you took from those guys, anything specifically you could talk about, like the work that they put into, because everybody's great in their own way.
Just their dedication of being great. I'm sure Dwight can attest to this. It's just about being consistent every day with your work ethic, like no matter what it was. And for me, the one thing that I always stand out about Bron that I always say is like, I ain't never seen nobody get treatment everywhere. Like we in the club, he getting treatment. We on the plane, he getting treatment.
Club.
Yeah, he make sure he get his treatment
He get
now.
his treatment,
And
bro.
his
He
milk
take care of his body.
Damn.
And that attests why he ain't never really been hurt.
Yeah.
Treatment and
22
milk and
years.
cookies, nigga. That's the mouth. Did Chalmers talk too much right there?
He might have.
That nigga Bron been juicing since the whole beginning, got nigga, you been taking PHs all your damn life, man. Or P's your whole
He
damn
was
life.
talking a little too much. So I didn't even notice that, but you're right. He might be talking too much.
You know, I pay attention to every blood clot team guy. I always knew I liked this nigga Chalmers, man. He a real nigga, man. You feel me?
Chalmers always, one thing I'll say, people don't like Chalmers because he, you know, when you speak up in the NBA and you kind of tell what go on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
A lot
It's
of
a
cats
secret
don't like
society. Oh man, shut that weak ass shit up, man. Let us hear the stories, man. Y'all want niggas to tell the story because some of y'all niggas and this sit up there and this bullshit, man.
That's a fact.
I always say I like to hear from the guys who was actually there more than anything.
My nigga L definitely coined that phrase and terminology. I gotta say that, and I agree 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'll shout out to Stephen A. and Skip and whoever else, man. But ain't nothing like the perspective of the game from the niggas who was on the court, Jack, making the history.
Them the ones who know. You know, we see. We can say we see, but they. When you actually got to line up between the lines, because you can always look on the court and be like, yeah, that nigga nice. You know what I mean? Or you can even talk shit like that nigga ain't that nice. But then when you actually got to get in front of that dude and actually play against him, that's when you know who's really nice. Wow. Because everybody also, like they always say, some of the coldest players may not have politically got the minutes.
1,000 points.
To really play. So, you know, you could be cold as hell. You know, some of the coldest players that they talk about back in the day, but they ain't get the minutes. It was a political game too. It ain't just about who the best when it comes to the NBA and some of these sports. Y'all gotta understand that, y'all. Y'all ain't always getting the best product. What y'all getting is the best product that has a polished type style about it. You know what I mean? As much as they can. They got some live wires. You still get the Zach Randolphs, the Rasheed Wallaces. You still get cats like those that slip through the cracks. But for the most part, it's the best product they could come up with that they could conform with inside the game. Right? Yeah.
Hey, that's a frat, Craig Harbor. I fuck with KG, man. I always fuck with
KG.
Yeah. KG. KG and them niggas over there be keeping it 100, man.
Yeah.
And the homie, I like, you know, the big homie Vernon Maxwell, man. I think he need to get his own joint popping pause.
Yeah. I think he should actually. I think he should just join.
Sean Kemp is a wild dude, man.
Yeah.
Let's listen to what Murder had to say about this. Let's go.
Right? We're not weighing them against points. We're weighing them against the dominance. Of course, if I play much longer, I'm going to get much more points. We're not going by points. If we were going by points, then I mean Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would have been the GOAT until LeBron passed him. That's not what we're equating this to. And there's people who won more championships than Jordan. So it's not just the rings, but it's showing up when it counts. Isn't that what makes you great? That you show up when it counts. Him joining other people to get those rings, that definitely plays into his legacy. That would be no different than if you find out that I was buying all my sales. That plays into how we look at you, right? We can't throw that away. We can't highlight the things that you do good and turn a blind eye on the things that weren't correct. Is that correct? Or we just, because that's what I'm talking about. You joining teams, you're moving stuff around so you can, it's like me going in a park and there's 2 7-footers and all the other kids are 5'10". And I picked the 2 7-footers and I'm playing against all of the kids 5'10", but you want me to believe that you did something? No, you stacked your team. I'm gonna weigh both sides. Like if LeBron comes and he gets, let's say, 5 championships and he didn't run to Miami to get it, he would definitely be right there with Jordan, right there where you can even say, okay, some people could put him over him, and I wouldn't be mad at that. But the things that certain players have done to get their rings, that's different. That's different for my mindset. Me, and I'm not the end all say all to anything, but I'm just here to voice that opinion. Because when you do certain things like that, I can't deem it as the same. Are you a great basketball player? Yes. Do you have the most points? Yes. Have you been the best for the longest? Yes. But that don't make you the best.
But Trista, so I just need a little final.
Because when we needed you to be the best, you walked off. When we needed you to be the best, you blamed other people. So we got to keep all of that on the same scale. The guy I'm talking about, when his dad died, he delivered. When he had the flu, he delivered. He never gave us an excuse for not delivering. That's why we still wear Jordans instead of LeBrons. That's why we wear them.
I gotta kill him up for that, man. Hey, man. That nigga murder funny. But he wasn't lying though, man. You know? Hey, that nigga murder funny as hell. That nigga funny as hell. I bet you that nigga was funny as hell growing up with that long ass head. Pause, man. I don't even used to fucking flame roast his ass too, man. Nah, but I mean, murder wasn't lying though, man. And that's why I say when it comes to the whole GOAT between LeBron and Jordan all day, every day. It's not even can't even compare. It's not even in comparison to me. 50,000 points, just like my nigga May said. 2 things can be true at the same time, man. You the best, but you're not the best. Y'all LeBron fans don't like that too. I don't know. Glitch, what's good, man?
Yep, I'm back. I missed the video though.
Conveniently missed the video. You want to play the video back, bitch?
All right, run it back.
What you was talking about?
Run it back. It's a little less than a minute video.
I don't want to listen to Murder's whole diatribe again, though. And I'm pretty sure Glitch probably saw this already, too. It was the episode of It Is What It Is when it was Trista, motherfucking Stab Baby and Mace, and he was talking about LeBron, why LeBron is the best, but he's not the best.
Oh, okay. If it's old clip, dude, I'll definitely know.
Yeah, it's a couple like a week or so ago.
Okay.
But
this is the one where he was saying
talking about when he said we wear Jordans. That's
yeah.
Okay.
You know, I know you seen this, but
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's an absolute fact. That's an absolute fact.
What we gotta realize.
Let me just say this real quick, and I'll pass to you, my fault.
Yeah.
That's why I fuck with, because this nigga Glitch is a LeBron fan. But he keep it 100 though when it comes to the LeBron Jordan game though, and I respect that about my nigga.
Yeah. And you gotta realize. Go ahead, Glitch. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? This is my I was speaking, I still think LeBron is the greatest player ever that I've seen. That's just my opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got Jordan third on my list behind Kobe. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as the shoe game, yeah, Mace is absolutely 1000% correct. Because I don't own a pair of LeBrons at all.
Never once had a pair.
I've owned several pair of Jordans.
The only ones I thought about getting was the ones we came out with the all black and had the lime green shits on the side of it.
He got some hot pairs though, some hot colorways. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a couple times I wanted to pull the plug. A couple times. One time I actually ordered them and they ran out or some shit. They had a false stocking of them too, or some shit. It was something that I ordered off of Jimmy Jazz one day, and these niggas didn't have them actually in stock and shit. They tried to send me a different color, and I wasn't on that shit. But
I ain't gonna lie, I never had a pair. I never even was tempted to buy a pair.
I mean, you know, I would definitely wear them, you know, especially like some hoop shoes, you know, but I wear KD's and Kyrie's now. Kyrie's is like, I ain't gonna lie, the Kobe's was the best shoes ever.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't
play ball in.
Oh, bro.
My favorite shoe to play basketball in.
Yeah. Like, I got a pair of Kobe's that I do play in, but I only play in season games on those. Like, they only touch the floor during the season, brother. Like, you know what I mean?
Wow, man.
Real shit. Nah, I mean that's just real, like, you know, because I ain't gonna wear them out because shit, Kobe's ain't, them shits is expensive as hell now, like, and it's hard to even get them shits, like, them shits be selling out in seconds. You gotta, I don't even know, like, I got lucky when I got my little pair of hooping Kobe's, like, and I got them for regular price. Like, I got lucky.
Yep.
The other ones I ain't never gonna hoop in.
When it comes to the shoe game and Jordans, man.
Jordan, man.
Like,
that's a fact.
I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to this, like, now myself, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't bought a pair of Gems since 2020.
Yeah.
But before I got locked up, and you know, I ain't wear nothing but Jordans. Maybe some A1s or some Air Max every now and again, but mostly J's though.
Right.
Right. So,
now, I do want to talk about what Mace talked about a little bit. Like, you know,
you want to touch bases on it a little bit? You want to expound on it a little bit? Go ahead, man.
No, I just want to say this because we got to realize we live in, you know, we live in time periods, and we have different views, different eras, different styles of play, different rules. Right. It's all different things that we see. It's the game that they play today is not the same game that they even played in 2010. It's not the same game that they played in 2006.
2020.
You know, it changes. You know, the rules are changing. You can do certain things you can't do. You know, it's more of an offensive game now, the way that they play, and the way the rules are designed is to, you know, really let the offensive players flourish, where you go to the 90s, it was more lenient on the defensive player side.
Right.
In the early 2000s. I don't have no issue, you know, because you just got to think, man. You know, everybody's seen what they seen. You got a good point. Like, you know, I think when some people look at Bron and put Bron at the top, they're going to say, you know, he's been a dominant player for longer than any other dominant player. He has a formidable resume, and, you know, that's what they can argue. You still got old school cats that would say players like Kareem is the best ever. You know, we'll still hear that. I got old school cats that still put Magic, and you know what I mean, as the best. Like, you know, like Rob said, they might not even have Jordan in the top 3. They got Magic, Kareem, like Wilt. You know what I mean? A lot of them old cats put Bill Russell, all the, you know, everybody gonna kind of have their own criteria. And for me, I just say, like, you know, my criteria is going to be like, you know, what you did while you was on the court, your efficiency. I'm going by what you know, your awards cabinet too does play a little bit in mine. And, you know, of course, you know, you're going to have the championships. And then you're going to have to be dominant in the championships too. Like, you know, I can't, you know, because then people be like, oh, well, Rob Horry got more than Jordan. But, bro, come on. We won't be real when we having these discussions. We got to be real. We can't just say shit just to say it. just because it sounds good because you could say somebody got more in his air.
Right.
Like we got to be real here. And
that's like when May said he the best, but he ain't the best.
Yeah, I mean Jordan is still, when I think about it, what he did in the 13 seasons, and even if you count the Washington season, the 15, I mean that's fucking incredible. Like you get 6 championships in 15 years. I mean he has more all first team defenses, so he wasn't just an offensive scoring machine, which he also has the most scoring titles, and he was leading the league in steals. He had the most block shots amongst any shooting guard ever, still to this day.
D-Wade got that.
Oh yeah, D-Wade. Yeah, my homie D-Wade, which was also one of my other favorite players. You know what I mean? I like, I pick great players, y'all, when they're my favorite players. You know what I mean? But Jordan was a defensive defender, a stopper. Like, he played the passing lane, he played on ball, and he played off ball. So he was great at all 3 phases of the defensive game, and he was great at every level of the offensive game. On the block, footwork. The reason why a lot of people say he's the best is because they say he was the most fundamentally sound player they ever seen. Most of his shit, like how you see players nowadays taking 10 dribbles, Bird. Jordan 1, 2. You be lucky to see Jordan take more than 3 dribbles, bro. And he's still dropping 40, bro, off of 3 dribbles at most, getting to the basket. His shit was, he knew where he was going and he was getting there. It wasn't no 10 dribbles to set you up, none of that shit like that. Nah. He got to where he needed to get to it. And that all goes to, like, I hate when people talk this IQ shit and it's like they try to knock Jordan because of the way he scored the ball and make that a knock on him, saying, well, he was a selfish player. But if you look at the numbers, the nigga averaged 6 assists his whole career. You know what I mean? The years where they asked him to play point guard, he averaged the year that he did play point guard for that portion of the season, he was averaging a triple-double. But he learned how to win, bro. And I think overall, when we take all the stats out of it, we look at it, eye test. When Jordan learned how to win, he mastered the art of winning. Like, really, like when we talk about winning, we talk about winning. And Jordan mastered that shit. People could try to say who he was playing against, man. I'm sorry, bro. See, I don't need to do all that because I watched the game. I seen the Knicks teams. I seen the Pacers teams. I seen the Milwaukee Bucks team. I seen the Blazers. I seen the Suns. I seen,
not no slouch.
Bro, ain't none of them teams no slouches. All them teams was winning like 60-plus games a year. All of them. The Seattle Supersonics has one of the illest, like, 3-4 year run when it comes to winning games. These teams weren't no slouches. Like, you're looking at Sam Perkins, which was one of the first centers shooting 3-pointers. You had Sean Kent, which was a crazy, he just could fly out the gym and had a nice little jump shot. Great defender. You had Gary Payton, one of the best defenders ever, and was a great point guard and could score the ball. You know what I mean? Detlef Shrimp, one of the league's best shooters ever. I mean, we could go on. And that was just on what they played in the West Coast. Like, a lot of teams, they don't even talk about when they had to go through, like, the Miamis. You know what I mean? The East was stacked back then. The East was what we say the West is now. You know what I mean? You had the Miami.
Trash as hell, man. It was trash.
It was
Them niggas was trash as fuck, man. Them niggas
not at all, bro.
Jordan was a generational talent when we didn't have no other generational talent.
It was generational. How you gonna say no generational talent? You had Akeem Olajuwon, you had Larry Bird, you had Magic Johnson, you had all these guys, you had Tim Hardaway, you had Lonzo Mourning. You had all kind of dope players, bro. It was a lot of dope
Tim
players.
Hardaway, you said one generational player, and that was Elijah Wan.
Bird was a Isaiah Thomas. Clyde Drexler was dope. I mean, you had a lot of dope ass players, bro. Before Ron Harper got injured, bro, Ron Harper was nice. It was a lot of players, bro. Like we don't even talk about.
Okay, it was good. It was, I guess, it was decent. Okay, I guess it was good players for that
No,
era.
there was a lot of nice players, bro. Alvin Robinson, bro. We could go down the line, bro. It was so many.
Hell, you're naming cats that like are not Hall of Fame players. So how can they be?
But all these niggas was nice, bro. We watched these niggas, bro. These niggas was killers.
Yeah,
like
I ain't saying that
Rod Strickland, bro. See, all right. So I'm gonna say this. Some of my favorite players, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf and Rod Strickland. When I used to watch games, bro, them was like some of my favorite guards ever. Them is some of the best guards. And can't nobody argue with me. I was watching these guys, bro. Rod Strickland get out there dropping 30, 40 on cats for 20 assists. You know what I mean? He was the first nigga doing that. And he don't get no rep because he was a street nigga. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, he don't get no burn. He was out there frying cats 30 points a game. You know what I mean? Doing all that shit because he was a Muslim and he wouldn't stand to celebrate the American flag. So they had to get him out the league. Like, some of my favorite players didn't get the burn and the notice just because of that. Like, man, we had dope ass guards in the 90s, man. Please don't let none of these cats. We had Nick Van Axel from the turf, man. He from the state, bro. One of the best point guards that was out there, bro.
You just naming players that you like, L. These wasn't generational.
These cats is fire, bro. Like, go watch tape, bro. Y'all niggas go watch some tape on these cats in the NBA.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, bro. See, you're making I'm not saying these players are trash players. I'm just talking shit.
You just said they were trash, bro.
I was just talking shit on sarcastically saying that. You know what I'm saying?
You can't mislead a lot of these people out here because they gonna really eat that up.
You did say niggas was trash.
yeah. Well, I mean, I was just popping shit. You know what I'm saying? They were good players, but you know what I'm saying. As far as like generational goes, after you say Jordan and after you say Elijah Wan, I mean, you could.
There's a couple more. He had Barkley out there. Barkley definitely was a generational talent.
Barkley was 6'6", power forward. He could jump.
He was 6'4", and he was out there guarding niggas like Shaq. And he was doing great and dropping 30 and 40 points on these niggas as a 6'4" nigga. He was shorter than Jordan, y'all. Barkley, to me, I ain't gonna lie. Barkley would motherfucking kill these niggas in this league nowadays.
Man, Barkley would be goddamn PJ Tucker.
Barkley would kill these niggas. He would be Jimmy Butler, but like Zion Williamson kind of. This nigga Barkley he was getting like 28 and like 14 rebounds and was 6'4" in a league where everybody was 7 foot. Like it was out of shape. Man, hey, Barkley was a definite generational talent. One of the most underrated niggas ever. If you want to talk,
just because you're underrated don't mean you're generational.
He was a generational talent.
Nothing generational about Barkley. Nothing.
Barkley
didn't do nothing that Dr. J didn't do.
Bro, Dr. J was like 6'7".
Okay, that's a couple. I mean, Barkley's 6'5", 6'6", somewhere
He's 6'4",
around.
bro. Barkley is 6'4". He is shorter than Jordan.
Okay.
He was guarding niggas like Shaq, bro. Like, we gotta be real, bro. Shaq is
just because you guard a player doesn't make you generational, though. That has nothing to do with generational talent. Is Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. Those are generational players.
Barkley was a generational talent.
Elijah Wan. You know what I'm saying?
You saying Barkley's not a generational talent?
Barkley was one of the greatest.
I'm saying Barkley is one of the greatest to ever play the game. He is one of the top 50 greatest players to ever play basketball. However, he is not generational. He is not generational talent.
I don't
I'm
see
sorry.
how, man. There was nobody that small playing a power forward position.
I mean,
Today, he's
he
the only
played
person
it. He
that
played
do it.
that in college. You know what I'm saying? He played that in college. I mean, he can't help the size of him just because Paul, how tall you are doesn't mean whether or not or who you guard in the NBA doesn't make you generational. It has to
A
be something
generational
that
talent
people are going to that people
is
are going to remember like about forever. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the generational talented players that we've had in this league, it's the ones that we talk about. You know,
bro. I'm gonna tell
the
you this, Ron. We're never gonna see a
Kareem
player
Abdul,
that's gonna be like him ever. There's never
like
gonna be a 6'4"
Barkley.
guy that's going. There's never gonna be a 6'4" guy that's gonna be able to guard all positions and drop 30 on niggas, bro. There's never.
I mean,
There's never gonna be a nigga like that.
Sean Marion led the league in rebounding, and he's only 6'7", 3 years in a row.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. What's this? Jatindar Brown. I'm hoping that that's how that's pronounced. I don't want to butcher your name, but Jatindar sound like some Indian American mixed type. Jatindar Brown. Welcome to the chat. I don't think I've ever seen this name in the chat before, but welcome to the show. This person said Jordan was nothing without his team, but Jordan paved the way for team leaders to put their teammates to the limits to get the team to take off with them in the forefront.
But
Jordan
honestly,
and Barkley says Jordan and Barkley were both 6'6" in their playing days.
so when you say like there's no player without a team, like honestly, the thing that makes the teams is great is when you have the role players understanding their roles and playing to the roles the most efficient. That's how you get the great teams. Like, yes, you're gonna need a great player for the most part. The only team that did it without a real great player, I would say, is Detroit Pistons. They're the only team that did it without I would say, a top 75 great type player, a top 100 great player. Like, their best player was either Chauncey Billups or Rip Hamilton. You know?
Yeah, they did it, but they you know what I'm saying? They didn't really have I guess I guess they did have an all-star because I think Chauncey Billups was an all-star.
Chauncey Billups might have been. I mean, they might have sent Ben Wallace. I think Ben Wallace might have even been an all-star. I mean, shit. You know, whatever. What was it? Ben Wallace, didn't all three of them make it that year or something?
Yep, that sounds about right.
Man.
You know, because Ben Wallace, they gonna act like Ben Wallace was dope at the defense, but that's what I'm saying. They understood their role. They had a player that was nice off the screens with Rip Hamilton. You had a nice point guard in Chauncey Billups. You know, you had Rasheed Wallace.
Okay, she tapped in. Yeah, that's my little lady friend. My little Boo J done tapped in. I done see her messages and shit. She done tapped into the show.
Yeah.
Who you say? Oh, you notice who this is, Glitch?
Yeah, I know her personally. Yeah.
What's her? How you say her name?
You said it right, Jatindar. Yeah.
She Indian or something?
Yeah, she Native American. Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
But I ain't got no. Like I said, just to kind of make it, you know, whoever people got as they goats, they got, you know, as long as they got valid reasoning, you know.
Right.
My thing is, I don't like when people try to knock different areas because we can knock this area because these niggas can't play defense worth shit. It's like 5 niggas in the league to play defense.
You're the soft as fuck nowadays.
Definitely more tailored to the offensive side of the ball for sure.
Yeah, so you know, it all depends on what you know feel is what. I will say, you know, what Bron is doing is super impressive. You know, he goes into this year and still doing what he do. We gotta people gotta just sit back to what they had on. Like I said, Bron, Curry, and KD all averaging over 25, and they all 15 years plus in the league. We gotta respect this.
That's a fact.
You know? So shout out to the cats, you know what I mean? Just doing what they do.
Shout out to all the greats, man. You know, they like L said, you know, everybody got their own take on who they fear is the greatest or whatever. But you know, long as your critique makes sense, you know, I got the same sentiment myself.
Yeah.
But what we are going to do right now is we're going to get to some of King L's right now, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the page, Jack. You did E.N.E every day, all day, no days off, man. You understand me?
Golden State about to play too right now, y'all. Y'all can catch
Who?
Curry out here.
Oh, you said Golden State? Who they playing?
They playing the Bucks.
Uh-oh. Let's go. What's Giannis going to do? Let's go.
Giannis back. Oh yeah, before anyone showed up, I was telling them if they blow up, now go up. Aim high, for me the skies are full. Sipping on that galaxy, man, the feeling so pure. Entertained by a lure, my soul ain't at the store. If it'll shine out on the fan, push the metal to the floor. Ain't nobody put me on, truly self-made. I listen to the flight attendant, then I put down the shade. Time to take flight. Yet to what the haters say, my fans said to bring up the anyone in the way. I told them calm down, cause that ain't how I play. The only thing we kill is biz, let them watch every successful play. They think the last ball is packed, cause ain't no compromise. Guess I bless a highly favored on this common ground. The most complete I feel is when I know my family is sound. Any outliers, quickly I can leak the sounds. Man, you know what? Never mind bust. Treat them like a politician, I'll never trust. They turn trick behind closed doors, who ain't but with their words. Let them fly together, cause them cats all birds. Now when you hear Don Nate, you thinking of the greatest. Legacy is drip from mortal songs that's on the playlist. Almost 1 year down, we inspired the trend. You ain't gotta see it, but you feel our presence like the wind. All we trying to do is win, never playing on the fence. The truth should never get you tense. First you walk in the dress, then repeat. See our pits ain't a beat, let us speak. Now let's see, say grace, how I beat. Now let's speak, I never fall out of reach. Also they can never touch. If you gon' keep the trip, I ain't never in the rush. Now as I split my Dutch, proceed to light it up. Funny lanes talking tough, we sauce the light as fuck.
Ooh, that's like, let's need a verse on this. So I can need a verse on that, L. Yeah. You already know what it is, man. E.N.E every day, all day, no days off. We right bike, mine. You already know, man. You just talk this dude up, man.
Talks beats.
So here, just talk this dude up, man.
I don't even talk to Tox no more since he don't make beats.
I wasn't talking about. I mean, shout out to Tox though, but I wasn't talking about Tox. I'm talking about this dude right here. I'm talking about this guy right here.
Tox gotta make some beats again. Gary Payton.
Say anything good about any point guard ever in my life. John Stockton, right? He goes, hey, this boy right here, cold white boy. You don't take this for granted. You hear me? This is a blessing for you. When you face him, it's Mr. Stockton. I get in the game, pick him up for a court. And Stock didn't have a lot to him, but he hit them angles quick, right? Boom, boom. And Stock ran his offense from inside college 3. Because if you touched him, it was a foul. Now, he is not about to walk me to the free throw line and run the play.
It's a ball to walk you to the free throw line. So every fucking
so check this out, Doc. So I stand him up. We bounce off each other. The ball go right past my face. I duck. I'm thinking it's a back door. No one's behind me.
He
threw the ball at my face. I look back at him. Back the fuck up. I've never heard GP.
See, y'all ain't built for that type of stuff right now in the league, man. Y'all be them cried or quitters and shit, man. Trying to sue in there, shit like that, man.
Man, John Stockton would carve these niggas up, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Niggas don't understand them. Man, Mark Price
was like today.
Mark Price was, man.
You mean you talking like today? Like they're killing today's game now?
Oh, they would slice in today's game.
Oh.
John Stockton would kill in today's game.
Who?
You don't think so, Glitch?
Who he gonna kill?
He would be doing the same shit.
He gonna kill Kyrie?
He would average way more assists because
so I see the guard come around, and in my head I'm thinking,
now he got more people to pass it to. Man, think about his assist record, y'all, and how many years he did his assist record in. You know what I mean? His shit might never get touched.
That's very possible.
Just imagine if he was in an offensive era where it was real offensive, like this era. Man, come on. Magic Johnson. Niggas like that, they nigga be having 30 assist games fucking with these niggas out here.
Man, I'll tell you what.
And you couldn't touch these niggas? Like he said, these niggas were the reason why he got the ball thrown in his face, because he was probably roughing this nigga up. You know what I mean? Back then, you could put hands on niggas back then. You know what I mean? They ain't call no fouls. Like, you could hand check. You know, I know a lot of the young cats who might be watching y'all. You know, and y'all might think we be over exaggerating, but yeah, bro. The fouls y'all get nowadays ain't the fouls. Like, bro, the no layup rule was the real thing back in the day, y'all. And
yeah, but that's not basketball though. You know what I'm saying? It was just some thug ass. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of thug ass niggas out there on the court. You know what I'm saying? These niggas just playing.
And we played that shit on the playground court, y'all. Y'all be like, man, I'm just saying. We had to play against grown men coming up, man. It was different, man. You got different kind of strength, different skill sets, man. Cats had real skill sets back in the day. Nowadays, the nigga, we just like, oh, he's athletic. Okay, well, what does he do good? Oh, he does everything good. What position does he play? I don't know. It's only a couple cats that really exceed in that kind of role. There's no more set roles, and that's why a lot of these teams don't sustain the winning ability like back in the day. You know, we lost the way of the role player. That's why Golden State, you know, who plays the old style of basketball, is the most winning organization that we've seen in these years. Just like before them, it was the San Antonio Spurs that carried on that tradition. You know what I mean? Because they play an old style of basketball, a 90s style of basketball. These teams are the teams that are the winning organizations that sustain the old style of play, not the new style.
They gotta do. You got the new style.
I mean, Curry, yeah, they shoot more threes, but they actually play the old style defense, and they actually run sets.
Oh, here we go with the sets things again. Oh my God.
Yeah, they do. They run sets, bro. That's 90s basketball, bro.
They don't really. Okay. All right. Yeah.
They don't run a lot of one-on-ones like most teams do now. Now it's a one-on-one, do, set back, shoot. You know, and I love it. Because you know you don't even like Harden. I know Harden ain't your cup of tea, but you know I love Harden. I love Luka. You know, even Bron. I like Bron even more now that he got his little, you know what I mean? His little jump shot, you know. That's the type, you know, that's the way I do like it, but it ain't, you know, that ain't what we grew up off of. If you did that shit back in the day, your ass would get snatched out the game. What's crazy. Rob know what I'm talking about. Even if you hit the shot, your coach probably snatch your ass out the game on GP.
Nah, for real though. My coach did that shit one time where I was hot, bro. I'll never forget that shit.
You can hit the shot and everything. He'd be like, just sit on the bench for a couple plays. Just think about what you did.
Yeah, my junior year, I'll never forget. We went to Ohio Northern. It was like a big tournament up there for high school. And we was blowing this team out. You know what I'm saying? We was up by like 30. And I guess the coach heard me say if I'm about to get a steal and I'm gonna get a fast break dunk. I'm gonna give me a dunk, you know what I'm saying? And I think the coach heard me say that. And he was like, if you go out there and if you dunk, you're gonna come over here and sit beside me for the rest of the game. And I damn sure took my opportunity, missed the dunk.
Oh, that made it worse too.
Yeah, he called timeout and got me right up out of there. I didn't even get to start the next game. I was hot, dog. But yeah, that's true though. That's fact.
Yeah, that's how it was back in the day, man. A lot of the shots y'all take nowadays, the coach, even if you made it, you would have had to go sit down. like, so, you know, I respect it, but that's why I say it's different eras, because I can imagine like a cat like Larry Bird shooting the same volume as threes as Steph Curry. I ain't saying that he would be better, but I ain't gonna say that he wouldn't be much worse. Because Larry Bird, man, Larry Bird was cold, man. See, back then it was about not only, it wasn't athletic ability more as it was skill set, knowing how to move, how to get to where you wanted to get to. Look at a player like Paul Pierce. You know, the reason why he was able to dominate in this era that we look at now with like LeBron and them and him not being an athletic nigga like Bron and Melo and all the cats that was in his era is because he understood how to get to where he needed to get what he needed to get. And that's that old school basketball mentality, man. They knew their skill set. They knew how to do shit. Like, if you play on if you ever been to like an old school cat run, it's always that cat that just know how to hit every shot, no matter where he at on the floor, and how to get his shot, even if he ain't tall or nothing. We had a cat in the city named Antoine Lavender. His brother, you know, Drew Lavender, was in me and Rob's era, but his brother was one of the coldest niggas I ever seen, and he wasn't nothing more than 5'5". And I seen this dude just go for, I mean, he would light up anywhere because he knew how to get to where he wanted to get anytime he wanted. One of the best players I ever seen, Esteban Weaver. One of the greatest players y'all never heard. He was ranked with Kobe. Him and Kobe was number 1 and number 2. The year that Kobe got drafted, Esteban was ranked right there with him. And some of the articles he was ranked above Kobe, and some of them he was ranked number 2, but he was right there next to Kobe. You could go watch Esteban go play right now at the age of like 48, and he'll hoop with NBA niggas and still be dropping 30 against NBA niggas, still to this day. That's just because he know how to hoop, bro. He know how to get through it. Esteban ain't more than what, 6'5"? If that, I don't even think Esteban that tall. But when you know how to get to where you need to get to score, you could do that your whole life. You know what I mean? And I think it was more like that in that 90s era because it was more players that played the skill sets.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Some of those cats was just athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a bunch of like dudes that were like athletes. You know what I'm saying? They didn't necessarily have like a skill set. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, us growing up, you know what I'm saying, watching basketball. You know what I'm saying? We thought when we saw, you know what I'm saying, the white boys or whatever, we just thought they could shoot. You know what I'm saying? We just thought they were good shooters because you know what I'm saying, that's what they did. Then you come along with, you know what I'm saying, your John Stockton, put a little flair to it. You know what I'm saying? Then you get your Steve Nash and players like that. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, man, it just, you know what I'm saying, a lot of those dudes, and, you know what I'm saying, with time, you know, everything evolves. So the generation before is gonna have the upper hand. I mean, the generation after is gonna have the upper hand on the generation before because they got to watch that generation. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
But what's crazy is I still feel like the 90s had, man, it was, I feel like it was a more, like, it's crazy to me, but I feel like it was a more flashy game. I mean, because we had cats like Iverson, Jay Will, you know what I mean? It was like making niggas fall on the floor, embarrassing niggas. And even what Kyrie does, Kyrie ain't like making niggas hit the floor like that. Like Jay
Now,
Will,
my bad. Go ahead. My fault.
I feel Iverson's crossover. See, Iverson was just different. His crossover game was just Iverson just knew how to tilt people better than anybody I ever seen in my life.
Now, L, it was one player when we was talking about generational players, and you were naming these players that you were saying that played back there. It was one important name that you left out.
I could have named a lot, but yeah.
But it's one important. When I'm surprised you didn't say this name because when I say it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, for sure. But Penny Hardaway was a generational talent.
That nigga was one of
That was a generational talent. He just he suffered the injury bug. So
yeah. I mean,
just
Shaq,
like
Shaq and Penny. I mean, shit, they both
Grant
on the
Hill.
same. Grant Hill was nice if he ain't get injured. You know, T Mac, Vince
Yep.
Carter. I mean, all them niggas was generational niggas. That whole fucking draft, KG, man, that draft class was fucking crazy. Stephon Marbury. I mean, it was a lot of niggas, man. It was. But at the same time, man, it just was, cats was just caught up in the Jordan era. And unfortunately, Jordan was a nigga who like really ruled that era. And he didn't give anybody else no chance. Right? And back then careers wasn't as long as they are now either. Because, you know, like I said, when we look at the Lakers team, right when they won that, even though they kind of dominated the Lakers in that fashion, the Lakers actually came back. I forget who they got, and that was the year when Magic Johnson got AIDS that summer after they lost that championship to the Bulls. Because the Lakers would have been right back. And then Jordan would have had another rivalry with him and Magic. And I think the Lakers, with a healthy James Worthy as well, because James Worthy is another generational talent, but he got riddled with injuries. Because James Worthy was one of the coldest small forwards ever. Man. He just couldn't stay healthy, man. But James Worthy, when he was healthy, he had MVP-like seasons. He was the reason why the Lakers are a big part of that Showtime Lakers. And he was in that Jordan era. He went to school with Jordan.
Well, yeah.
Big reason why Jordan won them championships. Why he got that shit. Him, Kenny Smith, and Jordan. Them niggas was nice at UNC.
That's a fact. Let's watch this clip right here.
Yeah. but for some reason, it carried me to the front side. Bounce.
I want to mom. He went to the gym. I skipped my high school.
I've never heard GP say anything good about any point guard ever in my life. John Stockton, right? He goes, hey, this boy right here, cold white boy.
So I see the guard come around, and in my head, I'm thinking backside A gap. But for some reason, it carried me to the front side. Bounce off the first tackle like, it might be trouble. Split between Spencer's block, coming off of Sharper. He grabbed at my foot. I stayed up. I said, it might be trouble. Covered ball with two hands. One of my old teammates, Jabbar Greer, came over the top. He slid off. It's a good run now, but I'm like, it might be trouble. Tracy Porter came up and gave him a little stiff arm. I stayed on my feet.
Get off me, he says to Tracy Porter. Are you kidding me?
I believe it was Ellis, came from behind. I took a little quick peek at him and gave him a little stiff arm. Still didn't go down. They go make a block on Harper. Dive into the end zone, touchdown. And at the time, I'm just thinking like, what the hell just happened? So I see the guard come around, and in my head, I'm thinking,
hey, man, my nigga Marshawn is a real nigga, man.
That's a fact.
They be
You
having
feel me?
the mute button nigga on that nigga when he be on live TV. That nigga be
Yeah, that boy mouth foul. You hear me?
he ain't got no filter on live TV.
Hey, shout out to Marshawn Lynch, man, for supporting the homie LaRussell from his area, from his turf, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all hip to LaRussell?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Marshawn Lynch be really, you know what I'm saying, be representing with that. And I like how Marshawn be getting, you know what I'm saying, fucking with it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Marshawn Lynch, man. You know what I'm talking about? One of the greatest, you know what I'm talking about. I think Marshawn need to get his own podcast too, for real, man.
He used to have one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Excuse me, I wasn't here.
I don't know if he still do it, but yeah.
I fuck with Marshawn, man. I like him in calls. I like his swag. You know what I'm saying? How he, you know what I'm saying, transition to, you know, low key, out the way. You know what I'm saying? Since he's been out, you know what I mean? You don't be hearing his name involved in no bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? He's just back in the crib, just supporting people from the turf doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that boy with Russell, man. You feel me? Shout out to LaRussell too, man. I think LaRussell is the dopest MC I see come out since I've been home. And he's gonna be here in Columbus too, and I'm definitely going to his show. You want to go, El?
When is it?
I can't remember exactly when it is. I want to say it's in June, but it's definitely going to be at Scully's.
Okay, let me know the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna cop up some tickets. I'm gonna go check out LaRussell, man. I think LaRussell fire, man.
Yeah, I think he is a nice rapper. I do like him.
If I had to say, out of all the niggas on the West Coast, man, them Bay Area niggas got that Columbus swag about them a little bit. The Columbus player swag, you feel me? You know what I'm talking about? I fuck with my niggas from the Bay Area, man. You know,
I love the old Fly Union albums, man. When they got to like the Greater Than Club, when they start fucking with like Don Kennedy, you could tell when they went to see. Y'all gotta do y'all's Columbus history, man. Fly Union, and it's funny birds say that, and this is why I always say Jerome is one of, if not my favorite, you know what I mean, MC that actually made it out the city, is because he kind of got that swag. Like y'all go listening to his 2 albums that he dropped. They both on title. Yeah. They got the with the Fly Union album, the Greater Than Club, where they got Don Kennedy on there. That was around the time when he dropped the classic Yellow tape. Shout out to the San Fran niggas, like Bird said, man. I really rock with them cats. The Jay Worthies, you know what I mean? Primo Rice. To me, they got some of the hottest sounds right now. I really rock with them cats.
I gotta say that, man. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch, man, for being a great player. You know what I'm saying? Correct. Definitely made history. You know what I'm saying? Hell, man, what you was on, man? With these stories, man.
Which one is this?
This, I think I'm like, this, man. Watch, man.
A former gang leader turned boxer, but his wild antics never went away.
Right
Even
here.
after becoming a world champion, Mayorga didn't quit his bad habits and would
This
light
was
up
a
a cigarette
gangster,
right
man.
after
One
a
of my
fight.
favorite fighters
Listen
ever.
to me. When I was a gang leader, I got slashed right here.
Shane Mosley didn't tolerate such disrespect and slapped the cigarette out of his mouth. But the Nicaraguan wouldn't stop there. In an attempt to provoke Mosley, he spanked Shane's wife on the backside. His feud with De La Hoya was even worse.
I'm the champion. You're nobody. You're nobody,
He
bitch.
was a
Give me
gun, yo.
respect. I don't want to just win or knock him out. I want to kill him. I want to stop his heart with my right hand.
Oscar took the insults personally and entered the fight with a score to settle. In the very first round, De La Hoya charged forward, engaging in wild exchanges, and dropped the champion with a precise left hand. Mayorga got back up within 5 seconds and continued the slugfest, as patience was never his strong suit. De La Hoya tried to press his advantage, but his opponent offered strong resistance throughout. The second and third rounds went in favor of the former gang leader. However, when De La Hoya regained his composure, Mayorga's lead began to slip away. 2 deliberate punches to the back of the head drew the referee's attention, earning Mayorga a verbal warning. But the troublemaker didn't stop there, landing 3 more illegal shots. Mayorga often pushes boundaries in his fights, but De La Hoya made him regret his behavior. A series of precise punches forced the show-off to take a knee to recover. Then came an all-out brawl, like a phone booth fight. Risking all his advantage, Oscar De La Hoya, like a true berserker, unleashed a furious assault on his battered opponent. The referee had no choice but to physically separate the new champion from the defeated Mayorga. A former gang leader turned...
That nigga Mayorga was an absolute nut job, man.
I remember when he slapped her on the ass. So that
Yeah,
was
that was wild. That was wild. Nigga Shane tried to kill that nigga, man. I tried to kill him too, nigga. My wife, nigga, what? Nigga. It was with not one person in that room could stop me from tearing the skin off that goddamn ass balls, man.
Well, how in the hell you motherfuckers get all this goddamn shit don't make no sense. Y'all got PIs.
Hey, man, my nigga Vernon Maxwell is funny as hell, man. That's he for real, man. He for real, man. I fuck with Vernon Maxwell. Let's go, man.
You got it
for me. Coach Pop told you. No.
Well, how in the hell you motherfuckers get all this goddamn shit don't make no sense. Y'all got PIs in this motherfucker.
You got it for me. Coach Pop told you. No more clubs or I'm gonna have to trade you.
And
the next day, Pop calls Max, telling him to pack your shit. I'm trying to find a team to trade you that wants your ass.
But yes, that shit is true.
You the only spur in the streets like that, though. They,
right.
You know what I'm saying? They
I'm
wasn't used to seeing that.
Well, while I'm in the club, they always have a nigga be talking about, hey, man, that nigga want to fight you, man. He want to. I said, well, goddamn it, I like to fight. So tell him to lace him up. Well, when I walk out, and if I walk out and he walk out behind me, tell him, goddamn, I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
I kept fighting and fighting, you know, and then Papa, he tell me, Max, you got to stay out of these goddamn clubs. You almost killed the kid last night. I say, yeah, I picked him up and slammed him straight on the shit. All of it. Fell right with him. Bam! And then sat in and shit. So, and it was like, you got to stop this shit, nigga. You is fucking fight like you a street nigga. So you got to, hey, man, do not go out no more. If you go out ever again while you're in here, you know, and I'm going to get rid of you. He ain't never say he's going to put a damn PI on me.
Yeah.
So, motherfucker put a PI on me and shit. And then motherfucker called me the next day, like what you just said, and said that, hey, bring your ass in here early in the morning. He said, bring your ass in. I got the footage. Is this you? I said, you fucking right.
Who else?
You got that right. It's me. So, hey, go home and pack your shit. By the end of the day, I'm going to have your ass somewhere. I went home scared as shit. I didn't know where the fuck I was going to go. Well, how in the hell you motherfuckers get all this goddamn information?
Yeah, he nigga Vernon Maxwell, man.
Whooping cats down to San Antonio.
Out there kicking ass. You hear me, man?
He said, I like the fight. He said, cats come up to me saying they want to fight. He said, oh.
Vernon was a wild. He had to be a wild cat when he was in the league, man. I mean,
he was a wild boy, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is
stayed in the papers, my nigga.
And Vernon was nice too, man.
He was dumb nice too.
He was inconsistent, but he was nice, like they said. That was why he was inconsistent, because he was out there fighting, whooping cats and breaking his hand and shit.
He was inconsistent and won back-to-back titles with the Rockets.
Yeah. And, yeah, man.
And he was a starter, so.
And he'd drop 20 on you easy too, man. Vernon he could light it up on you. He had game. But that shit's hilarious, though, man. That nigga said they had the PI on him because he was out there whooping cats. Hey, man. You know, Pop was a great coach, too, man. You know, Pop's a great coach, man. You know, I know he's going through his health issues right now. But, yeah, Pop, hey, some would say he's the greatest coach, you know. I ain't going to argue with you, like. Yeah, him or Phil, man. You know, those are two I go with.
Could be argued, man.
1A, 1B. We'll slice it however you want.
Listen to this another banger track from my brother King Els. You understand me? Smash that like a cook up. Tackle plays. We got my brother Glitch Guarantee on this joint.
Glitch Guarantee. E.N.E. 2020 got me seeing so clear. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Yo, real recognize real shit. Bands on my eyes. You see how I peep shit? Columbine flow. This that hide your kid shit. I'm just on a killing spree. Murder every beat I get. Nowadays I get dope. Think of ways to get more. Selling out arenas like Serena in the mango. Candy color coupe. Inside mango, and I ain't even got it yet. I'm just running game, yo, slow it down. Gas in the air, I am out this atmosphere. Get money be my resolution every year. Cam Newton with my eye of the tiger fear. Cause everybody gets spooked when the Tigers near. See how I play that? Quarterback who don't take sacks. I'm picking them apart like everywhere's a mismatch. Game's up. I ain't playing with you niggas, but the game up. Early retired niggas wishing more. I gotta get it like right now to be specific. And in the block, blowing gas out of something tinted. I'm trying to live my best life. I got the ball addiction, count dough, part in the swag. I know it hit different. I gotta get it like right now to be specific. Been in the block, blowing gas out of something tinted. I'm trying to live my best life. I got the ball addiction, count dough, part in the swag. I know it hit different.
Living my best life, you heard my nigga. The new year bad boy will lead a word and jigger. I write scriptures, they should give me a pole. Listen, if I hit up, that means souls won't live up. Screaming at the bodies and telling the niggas get up. 3 days later, arrive from where I live up. Listen, my flow like Jesus in heaven. It can't be denied. The way you said that shit, homie, you are normally high. Don't replay it, ain't gotta listen to Ye to touch the sky. Cause we ain't gotta zoom in close to get you magnified. We hit the eyes. 6 9s only before our bitches ride. Fuck a metaphor, that was a metaphor. From the era where they used to sit 40s. I never sit 40s, but I gripped a couple 40s. R.I.P. You can catch me higher than Kobe kicks, bro. Double M be the motto every time I get up.
I gotta get it like right now to be specific. Been in the block, blowing gas out of something tinted. I'm trying to live my best life. I got Duval addiction, counting dough, part in the swag. I know it hit different. I gotta get it like right now to be specific. Been in the block, blowing gas out of something tinted. I'm trying to live my best life. I got Duval addiction, counting dough, part in the swag. I know it hit different.
Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Another E.N.E. banger. You did. Smash out like a cook up, subscribe to the face, raise up this information. You did.
You know what I'm saying? Classic 2020 work, you know.
Nigga L stupid, man. Let's go, man.
Just out here locking Giannis up.
She got a booty out.
Whatever's in her pussy is definitely voodoo, because niggas just don't go crazy.
She got a booty.
Whatever's in her pussy is definitely voodoo, because niggas just don't go crazy. They change their whole appearance. So I was in the Hit Factory one time. They said I could buy doing here in a different studio. I just packed the whole shit up. By accident with that pussy, man. Because I know me. You gotta know yourself.
That's crazy, because that's the truth. One time she was at a concert, everybody like, Erica Badu want to say hi. Niggas just started running down the hallway.
Yeah, y'all stay away. It's dangerous, because you know why? She got the secret fatty too. Because she don't wear tight shit. But then when you see her, you like, oh shit. Whatever's in her pussy is definitely voodoo, because niggas just don't go crazy. They change their whole appearance.
Niggas change their whole demo up, man.
That's crazy.
LaQuay, what's up with you, baby? Yeah, man. Hey, man.
Yeah, it was good.
That's funny as hell, man, because you know, she came out with that incense few years back.
Wow.
With I guess the essence, and it was called Pousse or some shit. When y'all Google that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is some nasty ass shit, man. That's fucking disgusting, man. All right. And when it comes to me, man, I'm not a hater.
Pain smell like. Birds, remember that joint?
I ain't gonna lie, she's a very, very beautiful woman. You hear me? Her body is absolutely flawless. You hear me? Even at her age.
And she can sing her ass off.
Yeah, she can definitely sing her ass off. And she's oddly enough, she's a good actress too. Not surprising, but she is most definitely, absolutely a bruja.
She definitely got some spiritual shit. Right.
And that's a fact. Out here looking like the black version of Linda Perry. Man, listen here, man. Shout out to Erica Badu. Shout out to Flea for saying that. You know, you got, hey man, sometimes you, like he said, you gotta know yourself, and you gotta know your lane, and you gotta know what's for you and what's not good for you. You know what I'm talking about? And that was a wise decision, man. Yeah.
I couldn't have seen Cam in the kufi, you know what I mean?
I didn't care with the kufi or with the dashiki or with the kufi. The socks that go over every single toe.
Man, you gotta think about it.
From chocolate thighs on.
Andre 3000, the Common, to J Electronica, man.
DOC. My nigga down there lost his life and his whole voice. You know, it sound the same. Right?
These niggas don't even rap again after they fuck with her. These niggas stop rapping.
Shit.
Niggas find a whole different spiritual journey after they fuck with her.
I don't want no pussy that's gonna make me lose my motherfucking creativity, man.
That shit take niggas on a whole different spiritual course in life. Like.
She got that spiritual box.
Jeez, hey, man.
Yeah.
You can't even lie.
That spiritual box alone, goddamn. That shit how your ass look so goddamn we're being resided and abided over by some entities or something, man.
Oh man, that's why I gotta stop watching them damn Khalees videos, man.
Khalees is crazy. She know what she doing too, man.
Yes,
her marketing is
She's
great.
very captivating. I will say that.
Jesus Christ.
Goddamn.
The greatest dribbler in NBA history is it Kyrie?
For my generation, for what I've seen, because I ain't really guarded Allen Iverson. You can see it on YouTube. You can see the way he move, and you can be like, man, you know what? But you don't know unless you're under the barrel. Okay, this was this motherfucker. Like, for my era, with the ball, it's Kyrie. Like
to me, it's different kind of handles, though. Kyrie, he'll do some of that sometimes, and you'll still be right there. You was never right there with Iverson. Oh, wham! Yeah. You the fuck over there, out of bounds, and I'm shooting this jumper.
In the physical era, too.
You fall on the
brand. Iverson layups. The guard was never still in the fucking play. It was just Iverson and the big man because I left that nigga at the 3-point line when I crossed him over. Our crossover was so vicious that they said, you can't do that shit.
Can't do that shit no more.
You just crossed Mike out of motherfucking Jordans that's selling number one.
But do that count because Mike's sneaks wasn't broken? You know, every game he wore brand new sneaks.
Yeah,
Cross that nigga up out of the number 12s, man. Hold on, man. Nah, man.
Yeah, my nigga Mike checking the shoes. Like, hold on,
He got
man.
Mike ugly out there.
Like up out of the 12, man.
Oh, bro.
Nah, LJ, man. Hold on. I don't remember that part right there. Man.
Oh,
remember Alec Cross
yeah,
out of the gyms, though, man.
Oh, bro. He was hitting everybody, bro. That's why.
Wow.
Hey. Making
Shout out
niggas
to
touch early.
man. You know.
That's what I'm saying. In the physical area, too.
Al broke him in that game.
The greatest dribbler in NBA history.
Hey, man, I gotta say, man, that the era that we grew up when basketball was popping, you know.
I'll say, man.
I guess you can't really compare, but you can. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where two things can be true again. You feel me?
Rebound McAndrew, and that will do it. The Creighton Blue Jays are heading to the Big East Tournament Championship game as Neo jams it down, and now Diarra not happy. Neo. And now in the middle of the floor, a little action as well, with both teams now trying to separate the coaches on the floor.
Hey.
Coach Mack and Coach Hurley.
And, Coach Mack immediately apologized for that last pass because you really didn't need it. You pulled the ball back out.
Rebound McAndrew, and that will do it. The Creighton Blue Jays are heading to the Big East Tournament Championship game as Neo jams it down, and now Diarra not happy.
That nigga was sorry.
He was super
He was
soft.
big, man. That little nigga said, what the fuck is you talking about? Y'all see what he said?
Yeah, you don't do that shit, man.
Yeah.
It's cool. Hey,
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm one of those coaches that I ain't mad at that. I'm sorry. I'm playing to the whistle. I want my players to play to the whistle, dog. I don't give a fuck what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be saying that. Like sportsmanship, like high school and under, I can understand that. But when you get to the college level, nah, man. We can't hold they're grown men now, technically. You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, Rob. I done seen niggas almost.
And that sent them to the tournament. You know what I'm saying? That's I mean, they was going to the tournament, but you know what I'm saying? That's the exclamation. Yeah, I'm getting pause, I'm getting this off. You feel me?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, Rob. I done seen niggas almost get pieced up in my legs for doing shit.
It happened. Nah, I've seen it.
You gotta wait to make them moves, I be loaded. Why you actually drinking 40? I just
if you up at the end of the game,
in the form, but it's stolen. Ryan sporty, acting sporty, can't control it. I'm doing fraud, got that bag, yeah, I'm transport.
Hey, yeah,
got that bag on me, feel like I'm transport. You dropped the mistake,
got that Kodak Black.
Auburn, Louisville, Michigan, Yale, UNC, Iowa State, New Mexico, Michigan State, Florida, UConn, Colorado State, Maryland, Drake, Texas Tech, Kansas, St. John's, Duke, Baylor, Oregon, Arizona, BYU, Wisconsin, St. Mary's, Bama, Houston, Gonzaga, McNeese, High Point, Xavier, Kentucky, UCLA, Tennessee. Sweet 16, Auburn, Michigan, UNC, Michigan State, Florida, Maryland, Texas Tech, St. John's, Duke, Oregon, BYU, Bama, Houston, McNeese, Kentucky, Tennessee, Elite Eight, Auburn, Michigan State, Florida, St. John's, Duke, Bama, Houston, Kentucky, Final Four, Auburn, St. John's, Duke, Houston, National Championship, Auburn, Duke, Duke, winner. Let's roll.
Damn, I gotta do my fucking brackets. I ain't even know.
So you mean to tell me basketball players hang out with basketball players, football players hang out with football players, and you hang out with your hoe friends, and you not a hoe? So you mean to tell me basketball players hang out with basketball players, football players hang out with football players, and you hang out with your hoe friends, and you not a hoe? So you mean to tell me basketball players hang out with basketball players, football players hang out with football players?
My fault, y'all.
You gotta wait to make them movies, I be loaded. Why you out here drinking 40s? I just told it. Still that same, in a foreign, but it's stolen. Ryan sporty, acting sporty, can't control it. I'm doing fraud, I got that bag, yeah, I'm transporting. I got that bag on me, yeah, like I'm transporting. He dropped the mixtape, thought I would've reposted. And gotta wait.
I nigga call that black like he on big dope, man. That nigga need to relax, B. Kodak, what's wrong with you, young brother? And they like y'all here smoking dope and dog food. You did. You understand me? Hold on, get that wrong thing. Hold on. All right, here we go. My bad, y'all.
Gonna be a good tournament, y'all. Good tournament, y'all. Fill out your brackets. But before when the tournament starts, right?
Win March Madness this year. I did all the research, so you don't have to. So let's go through.
Hold on, what you say?
Y'all got a
What you
day.
say, L?
Y'all got a day and a half to fill out the brackets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tournament
Let's
starts.
go.
The process of elimination that gets us to those 5 teams. The first requirement for a champion is that they have to be top 57 in Ken Palm adjusted offensive efficiency. That leaves us with these 42 teams. You also have to be top 37 in Ken Palm defensive efficiency. Got to be a well-rounded ball club. You also have to have not lost the first game in your conference tournament. It's not going to eliminate many, but a few are gone. To win it all, you also need 4 or more teams from your conference in this tournament. So Gonzaga, St. Mary's, small conference teams, you're out of there. And maybe the weirdest stat, but it's ranked true for the last 20 champions. Every single one of them was in the top 12 of the AP poll in week 6. And that leaves us with 9 teams remaining. But what'll narrow us down to those final 5 is that every single champion since 2000 has won 25 or more games before the tournament started. So that leaves us with Auburn, Alabama, Duke, Florida, and Tennessee. 4 out of 5 teams from the SEC. But what if I told you I can whittle it down even more to determine the champion of March Madness this year? Let's go even further. 80% of champions since 2000 have averaged 4 or more blocks per game. That means Duke, you're gone. Another 80% of champions since 2000 are top 25 in points scored per game. That'll eliminate Tennessee. And 80% of champions since 2000 have shot more than 35% from 3. Alabama chops from 3, but they're only at 35%, not above it. So now we're down to Auburn and Florida. And here's how we determine this winner. Only 5 champions since 2000 have been first-time champions, which means Auburn, you've only ever been to the Final Four. You've never won one. The Florida Gators are your national champions for 2025. Only 5 teams can win March Madness this year. I did all
Say that, L? I mean,
You gotta wait to make them movies, I be loaded. Why you watching?
Wish, didn't you just say that?
Yeah,
I just said that. I just said that.
Oh, so y'all know how we do it over here at Real Talk, man. E.N.E Sports, man. We called those things not as though they were, nigga. Yeah. We told y'all Boston was going to win. Not that y'all like we saying, but you know, we told y'all everything, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. We about to get up out of here, man. You know what I'm talking about? We appreciate everybody coming through. Glitch guarantee, man. Say your last final words before we get up out of here, man.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know how we do. E.N.E Sports Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come out here and give it and let y'all know what's going on in the sports world. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all tap in. You know what I'm saying? A Real Talk. Tap in. And we're going to do it again next Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. King Els.
Hey, make sure y'all fill out a bracket with UConn winning it all. You know what I mean? We're going for the 3rd championship. You know what it is. Reason I showed that clip because yeah, hopefully that wake us up, that pisses off. You know what I mean? Teams trying to disrespect us a little bit like we ain't champions. So hopefully that'll wake us up because Diarra was on the championship team. So we'll see. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a great tournament.
It looks like it's going to be pretty exciting.
I got Duke picked to win it. You know, on my honest bracket, and we'll see. But I got all them teams that they mentioned going far. The top 5 teams that he mentioned, those is all the teams I had going down to the wire anyway. So we'll see, man. It's gonna be makers of a great tournament. Starts on Thursday. Yeah, I can't wait. And the NBA heating up too. So we gearing up. It's a playoff time for the NBA. So
playoffs.
Yes, sir.
All right. You already know what it is, man. Another show, another beautiful classic show, man. Shout out to my brother Glitzer Guarantee. Shout out to my brother King Els. Tomorrow, we're going to be getting straight to it. You hear me? Tomorrow, we're going to be getting straight to it, man. Y'all need to tap in on this one because this is going to be a deep show, man. You know what I mean? For real, man. You know, tap in for this one. You know, we talk about real talk over here, man. Tomorrow night show, the topic will be, why are so many teachers quitting? All right? Why are so many teachers quitting? I need to correct that too, because that says meant. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. We're about to get up out of here, man. Shout out to my brother King L. Shout out to my brother Glitzer Guarantee. You did. We're going to leave with this final track from my brother King L's. You understand me? Appreciate all the support, everybody tapping in. You could have been anywhere in the world on a night like tonight, but y'all chose to be in here with us. We appreciate that, man. We the best, man. You know what I'm talking about? No DJ Khaled, man. Just your King L. That's what fact. Let's go, man. My nigga Talk Deep in the audience. Man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. On my mic.
Listen, my inner vision led me to that power. This rocky road, on my paper like my moral, so it never gotta fold. The legend of T.L.'s greatest story never told. Yeah, I hear him talking, but if it ain't no action, what I supposed to put energy on? E.N.E all day, every day, no days off. King. I hate when people speak about the game and never played it. Trying to give you measurements and they ain't never had to weigh it. Listen, I can never trust if you're false to your favorite. Bunch of drug abusers getting spins on your playlist. They'll do anything for checks and their souls they gon' pay with. I play devil's advocate cause they be lying in your faces. So when they hating on your greatness, they're praising all the basics. I laces, can't compare Nikes to Aces. You can talk but don't touch it, get found where the lake is. I made this and Chef Ramsay infused the flavors. Take you higher than the altitude when you're playing with. So amazed with how we made it out this maze quick. Unfortunate amazement when the hater get blazed quick. I'd rather be on islands, just clock up the shade tint. Sort of like my stepsons officially raised quick. When it come to a hater, it's nothing to say. Listen, my inner vision led me to that pot of gold. Listen, it wasn't nothing sweet on this rocky road. On my paper like my moral, so it never got a fold. The legend of T.L.'s greatest story never told. Yeah, I hear him talking. But if it ain't no action, what I'm supposed to put energy on? Seeing me all day, every day, no days off. King. Listen, I ran with the players and I spilled with the coaches. Now I'm eyeing on this shit, box seat, smoking roaches. Brands placing posters, hard work after hoaxing. Just focus. We getting checks every time they quote us or watches. Timepiece on wrist, skip the watches. Can't deny this. Penthouse had the rise quick. Up in Dallas in the West and poolside on my high shit. The simple logic, learn more from the movie than the clip. Yeah, most homies click bait to the king, sharp bait. Always stay true to yourself, never know hate. I see the close horses, homie, change quick as leaves in the fall. It's like the summer straight to winter, homie. I ain't trying to fall. Got that Reggie Lewis game. We gon' die trying to fall. It'd be hard to beat the game, but like the end of movie saw. Everything we saw, the matrix of McGraw. So until the next time, catch me chilling with the stars. Listen, my inner vision led me to that powder go. Listen, it wasn't nothing sweet on this rocky road. On my paper like my moral, so it never got a fold. The legend of King Gale's greatest story never told. Yeah, I hear him talking. But if it ain't no actions, what I'm supposed to put energy on? It's E.N.E all day, every day, no days off. King.